So good morning again. I think many students have joined till now. So students, we were doing BST, chapter 11, marketing management, 12th class. And till now we have done three elements, three variables of marketing mix. I told you that there are four elements in marketing mix: product mix, price mix, place mix, and promotion mix. So this is the fourth element which we will be doing today, and this will be the ending of your chapter as well as your project work. So whatever in this chapter we have studied theoretically, in your project work you have to take all those decisions. You have to decide the product mix, price mix, place mix, then finally the promotion mix about your project work. So to every student, I'll be assigning one product. And regarding to that product, you have to take all these decisions. That's why I have taken this chapter first, so that you people are able to do your project work. And there is no efforts required later on that project work. So it will be better for you because now you people are having time to do. So after the completion of this chapter, in one or two class, I'll be assigning you the project work and will be telling some more points, how do you have to start it, how to end it, all the other points I will be telling you. Okay, students. So till now we have done the product mix, price mix and place mix, and today we'll be doing the last element, which is promotion mix. Okay, so in product mix we decided about the design, quality of the product, what will be the sizes of the product, what will be the models of the product, what will be the features in the product, and either the company is going to introduce the single product or many product, what the products will be in the product line of the product. And there also we have decided about the brand of the product, label of the product, and how the product will be packaged. Three important decisions in the product mix we have to take: branding, packaging, labeling. Then in price mix we decided the price of the product. Okay, we decided the price of the product, that what the price will be kept for your product, fixed for your product. So in place mix we have made the product available. Now the product is available in the market with the wholesaler or retailer or the distributor or distributors, whatever the channel you have adopted. Through that channel, product is available in the market. But no one is there to buy your product. Could you please tell me why? No one is there to buy your product. You have very you have created a product which have very good qualities, good features, which are not available in the others product, and you have made it available in the market too. You have fixed up the very lower price, but still there is no one to buy your product. Could you please tell me why? Yes, less awareness. Ayush Agarwal is writing very good. Lack of promotion, very good. Tanmay. Divya, no one know about the product. Yes, very good. No one know about the product. Consumer don't know about our product. Yes, everyone is giving me correct answer. Very good, students. So no information, Deepak is saying that no information. Yes. So I think you must have understand about all your answers that what we are going to do in promotion. Like whenever a movie is about to come, so by sitting at our home, we are not able to know about the star cast of the movie, what will be the story of the movie, all these things we don't know. Okay. So in that case, star cast of the movie, or we can say the producers of the movie, are doing the promotion of the movie. Why they are doing the promotion? So that why they are doing the promotion? So that the other people are able to know about the movie, that this particular movie with this star cast is coming to on this particular date, is going to release on this particular date. So that's why they are telling each and everything about the movie. And how they are doing this promotion? They are coming, the star cast of the whole movie is coming to different reality shows and different serials which a mass of the people is watching, and they create just an image of the movie, that we just wait for that movie when the movie will be released and we are going to see that movie. They create a positive environment about that movie by putting their efforts. So it means this is known as promotion. So they are doing the promotion of their movie not only in the TV channels, they are going to the malls, they are going to the public places, they are wearing the same costumes which they have which they are wearing in the movie itself. So by doing all these things, they are just doing the promotion of the movie. Same is with the TV serials. I'm just giving you few examples. TV serials, whenever on any channel is any TV serial is about to come, then month before, 2 months before the advertisements. Yes, Namanjan, Big Boss is a good example. Big Boss is normally is on air in September, but from July itself, people start waiting it, and at large scale, the advertisements of the Big Boss, clips of the Big Boss start coming on the TV channels and other things, newspapers even. So all these are the methods by which the products are advertised. Yes, Indian Idol, very good. All the TV shows, not only the reality shows, the even the serials too, the daily soap serials which we are watching on the TV, and whatever the advertisements we are watching on the TV, we are listening on the new radio, FM radio, or we are reading in the newspapers. They all are done just to inform. So could you say that promotion main motive is just to inform the consumer? They are just informing that this product is available in the market or something else. Yes, they are just informing. Yes, Naman Jain is saying yes, quality का भी पता चलता है. They are just not only informing, very good. They are telling about the quality, features, USP, tagline of the product, so that the consumer is convinced, persuaded, encouraged. Different words you can use for this. The consumers are persuaded, consumers are convinced to buy the product. The consumers were not having. Wait for a minute. So that the consumers are convinced or persuaded to buy a product. Yes, Naman Jain is writing correctly. वो ये बताते हैं कि उनका product बाकी product से क्यों अच्छा है. Yes, very good. This is known as USP. In marketing language, this line means USP, unique selling proposition. Means what the special feature is there in your product which is not available in your others product. So while deciding about your product promotion, you have to also think about a USP for your product. Yes. So promotion mainly have two objectives. First objective, information, giving information to the public about the product or creating awareness about the product. This is the first objective. And it will be incomplete if we are not able to fulfill the second objective. What is the second objective? That is the persuasion or convincing of the consumer. So it does not mean, promotion does not mean only the information. Rather, it means information with a view, with a motive to persuade the consumer. Persuade means to convince the consumer, so that in the crowd of the different sellers, they are just choosing your product, just choosing your shop. They are visiting your shop and they are buying your product only. So we can say promotion means the use of communication, how the promotion is done with the methods of different methods of communication, because in promotion we are telling about our product to the general public, and to tell something to someone we have to use the different communication media. So here we will be also studying about the communication media. So promotion refers to the use of communication with the twin objective, two objectives, which to informing the potential customer about a product and persuading them to buy it. Persuading means encouraging them, attracting them, convincing them, so that they are buying only your product over competitors' product. This is about the promotion. So if promotion is coming in the examination, then you are going to write this definition. The next is promotion mix. So make sure promotion mix is different than promotion. Promotion means only the giving the information and persuasion. And promotion mix refers to the combination of all the promotional tools which a manufacturer or which a firm can use, which a company can use to do the promotion of its product. So promotion mix refers to the combination of all the promotional tools or methods used by an organization to inform the consumer or to persuade the consumer. So there are four tools for doing promotion, and no company is using only one tool. Maximum all the companies are using all combination of all these four tools. So which are those four tools? Advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and public relation. So these four are the last topic of the chapter. So advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and public relation. One by one, we will be doing this. Advertising. So I don't think advertising is a new word for you people. So how the advertising is different from all these three? That advertising is the most commonly mean first thing, most commonly used tool, means each and everyone is using, whether the company is small company or the big company, they all are using advertising. Even if government is doing anything new, then they are also doing the advertising of this. Even the different NGOs are also advertising. Each and everyone, even in, you can say there is a tuition center in your locality, so they are doing also doing the advertising, but they are not doing the advertising on national level. They are just doing the advertising in your local society by putting the banners, by getting printed the pamphlets. So they are also using the mean of advertising. So it is the most common mean of so this is the case study breaking word, most commonly used tool. Other three are not most commonly used tool. So wherever the most commonly word is written, that the answer will be advertising. And the main feature of advertising is this: the advertising can attract mass of the people at a time. Mass of the people. Mass of the people means large people at a single time. So we are generally come across hundreds of ads every day, which tells us about various products. If there are no ads, then we will not be able to know that this particular new product is available in the market. It is just because the advertising that we come to know about the new products, launching of the new products. A new car is in the market. By sitting at our home, we will not be able that this company has launched a new car, new mobile has come in the market, new version of the mobile, new model of the mobile has come in the market. How we people are able to come to know? Just because of advertising. And through advertising, only a single consumer or only a small group consumer is not targeted. When we are watching advertisements on TV, it means crores of people are watching TV altogether. So it means advertising has a mass reach. So now advertising, how we can do the advertising in the newspapers, magazines, televisions. So advertising can be oral form, or in written form, or in video form, or audio form, or audio visual form. Like in TV we are watching audio visual form, in FM we are just listening the advertisements, that is only in the audio form. So first, now the definition of advertising. So definition itself will be telling you about all the features of advertising. Till last year this topic was very lengthy, and very other subtopics were there in this topic, but this year few topics are deleted, so now it's a very small topic now. Yes, so advertising means any paid form. So remember that advertisements are always paid. Advertisement is not done uh, without any cost. So whenever we want to advertise our product through media, through newspaper, through FM, on TV, then we have to pay some amount. That's why it is said that advertising refers to any paid form of impersonal presentation. Okay, and promotion of goods, services, or ideas. It is not only promoting the goods, services, and sometimes the ideas by an identified sponsor. Who is the sponsor? The marketer, the manufacturer, who have booked the advertisement, who is paying for the advertisement. Okay, so it involves dissemination of information about a product, service, idea, or organization. Why? To induce people to take actions beneficial to the advertiser. How it is beneficial to the advertiser? That the advertisements will be creating a positive environment about the product, and the people will start buying the product. So in this definition of the advertisement, till marketer, you can write the definition. So advertisement refers to any paid form of impersonal presentation, paid form of any impersonal presentation and promotion of goods, services, or ideas by an identified sponsor. So all the highlighted words are the features of the advertisement. So first feature of the advertisement is paid form. You all know that advertising is always a paid form. Free of cost, we cannot get advertised anything. So advertising is a paid form of communication. The advertiser has to pay to the advertising media. Like if you are using the media newspaper, then you have to pay to the newspaper company. If you are using the media particular channel, that on a particular channel your product will be advertised, then you have to pay a big amount to that channel. So for the space or time used, and that advertisement cost will be depending on the space, whatever the space you are taking in the newspaper, the full page, half page, one fourth page, or like this. And in TV, the lengthy or the long ads, maker have to pay the more amount, and the short ads, sometime you can see the ads are of just 10 second, 20 second, then the cost will be less. Then impersonality, yes, we can say this feature of the advertisement is a serious limitation of the advertisement too, because the advertisements are impersonal. Impersonal means there is no direct face to face contact between the buyer and the advertiser. Like what we people do whenever we are watching any TV serial or any movie and there are ads in between, we used to flip the channel, change the channel. Yes or no? We are sometimes not interested in watching ads. So that's why there is no face to face contact in between the buyer and the seller. So advertisements are impersonal, and due to this impersonality, sometimes the advertisements are not effective. That people think that watching advertisement will be totally the wastage of the time. So they just skip that channel and they watch the. Sometime we also do this, that on the two channels our favorite serial is coming, so just by skipping the advertisements we are watching both the channels simultaneously, one channel then last 5 minutes, 10 minutes the other channel. So impersonality, so impersonal method, and it is, we can say, is a monologue. Monologue means only the seller or the advertiser is telling about the product. If the consumer is having any queries, any feedback about the product, then that cannot be satisfied by the advertisement. So it is very much impersonal, whether we are doing on TV or newspaper or magazine. See, it is identified sponsor. It is done by the identified sponsor. Advertising is undertaken by some identified individual or company who makes the advertising efforts and bears its cost. Okay, one more feature you can write which is not available here, that is the mass reach. You just write in your headings mass reach. Advertising target a large number of audience or large number of customers at once. So if we are displaying our ad on television, then the crores of the people, not even in the national, even at the international level, they can watch the. So it target the mass people. So that's why we can say that it has the mass reach as compared to other tools of promotion. Okay, so this is all about advertising. So it's not advertisement. Remember that you cannot write advertisement, it's advertising. So advertisement is the outcome of the advertising. Advertising is a process. Okay, students. So next is the personal selling. Personal selling is very simple, and personal selling means when we move to buy any product, then you can see that even in malls or in every outlet, there are the salesmen. Salesmen, what they do, they are having a face to face contact with the buyer. Salesman is telling about all the qualities and the features of the product, and they are convincing the buyer to buy that product personally. You have many times seen this, then in malls, then in every section salesmen are standing. And sometimes, just to encourage their salesmen, what the companies, what the mall owners are doing, they are fixing their commission with every sale. So many times I have seen, like अगर मैं मतलब कहीं पर भी ग्लोबस गई हूँ या कहीं पर भी गई हूँ, तो सेल्समैन पीछे पीछे घूमने लग जाते हैं. ठीक है, अगर हम चुनमुन में भी जाते हैं, कहीं भी जाते हैं, तो वो क्या करते हैं, आप जो भी प्रोडक्ट उठाएंगे कहेंगे मैं बिल करा देता हूँ, और फिर वो उस प्रोडक्ट के टैग पर अपना नाम लिख देते हैं या अपनी कोई आईडी प्रूफ लिख देते हैं, नंबर लिख देते हैं. आप बता सकते हैं ऐसा क्यों है? बता सकते हैं ऐसा क्यों है? एनीवन कैन टेल मी व्हाई दे आर जस्ट आफ्टर यू कि मैं बिल करा देता हूँ, या फिर वो आपके साथ बिलिंग काउंटर पे साथ जाते हैं, या फिर आपका प्रोडक्ट लेकर. यस यस प्रियांशु, वेरी गुड, कमीशन. सो अगर जो मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं, यस यस यस, इसका मतलब है, वेरी गुड नमन, कि ये डील उसने की है. वेरी गुड, इट मीन्स कि उसने कस्टमर को कन्विंस किया है. कस्टमर अपने आप कन्विंस नहीं हुआ है, चाहे वो हमारी कोई हेल्प ही ना कर रहे हो, तब भी वो आ जाते हैं जब हम सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं तब, है ना. और हर सेल पर उसको कमीशन मिलता है. वेरी गुड, क्योंकि अगर आप सिर्फ सैलरी दोगे उनको, थिंक अबाउट, अगर सेल्समैन सिर्फ सैलरी मिल रही है उनको, तो वो क्या करेंगे? अगर सेल्समैन को सिर्फ सैलरी मिल रही है तो वो क्या करेंगे? दे विल not take any initiative to sell the product. Why? Because they know it very well कि हमें तो सैलरी मिल ही जानी है, चाहे प्रोडक्ट सेल हो रहा है चाहे नहीं हो रहा है. this will be, yes, promotion नहीं करेंगे, वो efforts नहीं करेंगे, but if the manufacturer or the shop owner has given him a sale target and tells him that if you are going to sell with your efforts only we are able to sell any product, then you will be getting definitely a commission. So that's why they are putting more efforts to sell that particular product, क्योंकि उनको पता है कि उनको कमीशन भी मिलेगा. तो वो जो आपके साथ बिल कराने जाते हैं, तो बिलिंग काउंटर पर उनके नाम के साथ आपका प्रोडक्ट जाता है, फिर पूरा दिन में वो जितनी भी सेल कराने में हेल्प करते हैं उस पे उनको बहुत ज्यादा नहीं मिलता, 2%, 3%, समटाइम 5% they can get the commission. So this is their extra income other than their salary. Okay, students. So this is the personal selling, in which and how it is different from advertising. In advertising, we can there is a mass reach, but in personal selling there is not a mass reach. A personal salesman just communicate with a single buyer or just a small group of buyer. First difference. Second thing, in advertising, it is a oral presentation or written presentation. Both can be there, but personal selling is always a oral presentation. There is no written communication in between the salesman. And one more thing, advertising sometime may be ineffective because it's a monologue. This is the main point which differentiates the personal selling and advertisement. That personal selling is not a monologue. It is neither ineffective, we can say, if the salesman is effective, then it is a dialogue. How it is dialogue? Because in personal selling both are having a face to face contact. So same time they both the seller, the personal salesman is telling about the feature quality of the product, and he is convincing you, telling you that why you should buy this product. At the same time, if the consumer is having any queries, any doubts, any feedback about the product, so same time he can discuss those doubts, those queries with the salesman, and they will be giving you all your answers. Like suppose you have visited a shop to buy a mobile, so you can discuss all things about the mobile, all the technical specifications about the mobile. So advertising is not giving such answers. So these type of answers can be given only in personal selling. Okay, students. So it is a personal form of communication in which oral presentation is there. Make sure there is only oral presentation, and in the form of, yes, yes, form of conversation with one or more prospective customers. Yes, students, we can say. So now the personal selling one definition जो मुझे बहुत ही अच्छी लगी, so that's why I have highlighted it. You don't close a sale in personal selling. This is the definition given by Patricia Fripp. So you don't close a sale, you open a relationship. If you want to build a long-term successful enterprise, yes, this is the main feature of personal selling. Like आप किसी शॉप पर जाते हैं, सपोज आप ड्रेस लेने के लिए किसी एक ही शॉप को विजिट करते हैं, तो वहां पर आपका किसी सेल्समैन से एक अच्छा वाला जो है कस्टमर और सेलर वाला एक रिलेशनशिप भी बन जाता है, और वो सेल्समैन आपकी चॉइस को समझने लग जाता है. ठीक है, जब आप गए उस शॉप पर और वो कुछ बिजी था, ठीक है, तो उसने बोला कि किसी दूसरे से आप सामान देख लो, तो मोस्टली हम क्या बोलते हैं कि नहीं, मैं तो जब वो फ्री हो जाएगा उसी से सामान लूंगी. क्यों? बिकॉज that particular salesman understands my choice, my taste, और वो मुझे उसी टाइप के प्रोडक्ट दिखाएगा, और उसकी कन्विंसिंग पावर, उसके प्रोडक्ट दिखाना, मतलब वो मुझे अच्छे तरीके से प्रोडक्ट दिखाकर बेटर प्रोडक्ट खरीदने में मेरी हेल्प करेगा. So it means every time the salesman make a personal relationship with the prospective buyer. So some salesmen are very good in making of such personal relationship, that कि अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट पसंद भी नहीं आ रहा है, तो just by the convincing of that salesman you buy the product. So it is just not a close a sale. You open a relationship. If you want to build a long-term successful, it means the salesman is trying to make a relationship with the customer, so that that customer is visiting again and again on that shop, and it will build a long-term successfulness of the enterprise. Okay, so now the features of personal selling. What are the features? First, I told you that it is the personal form. Second, recently I have told you development of relationship. Personal selling allows a salesperson to develop personal relationships with the prospective customers, which may become important in making sale. And the difference, advertising and personal selling, I have already told you, but still I am telling you the basis. Form, nature, advertising is impersonal. Selling is personal. Personal selling is personal form. Method, advertising means the same advertising. And one more I will say, one more demerit is there in advertising, which is not in personal selling. Like we have made the advertisement in English language. So that will be displayed on TV only in English language. And maybe in remote areas or in villages, the persons are not able to understand the English language. So your ad will not be effective. Your ad will not be effective for those people because they will not be able to understand that language. But what about the personal salesman? A personal salesman is speaking, suppose like in Hindi. And if a very educated people or educated person is visiting the shop, then definitely they can change their language. और अगर एक पंजाबी बंदा आ गया शॉपिंग करने, so definitely they will be talking with them, they will be convincing them in Punjabi language. So in advertising we can change the message. We cannot change the message, sorry, but in personal selling we can easily change the message, change the language, change the words according to the need of the buyer. This is just because of personal selling, not in the advertising. So method can be changed in personal selling, keeping in mind the customer's background and needs, but not in advertising reach. I told you earlier that advertising is having a mass reach and personal selling only a limited number of people uh, can be reached through personal selling. Next, cost. Advertising, the cost per person is very low. The companies have to pay lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees for doing the advertisements. But when we are dividing that cost to the total number of people who have watched that particular ad, then per person advertisement cost is very less. Okay. But in selling, per person cost is very high. Why? Because we are paying salary to the salesman. If suppose in a single day he is just having interaction with one, then one salesman salary will be divided by one. So per person it is very high. Media, in advertising we can use the mass media, radio, newspaper, television, magazine. In personal selling, only the personal sales staff, whatever is available at our shop. Then feedback, in advertising we cannot take the feedback from the customer. Personal selling we can take the immediate and direct feedback. Salesperson comes to know about the customer reactions immediately. If a suppose if a product is very good and customer is telling him that this, due to this particular defect or deficiency, he is not able to buy this product, then those points told by the customer can be conveyed to the company itself, so that in future the product innovation can be done and that type of features and benefits can be added in that product. So we can say personal selling can be the mode of the customer survey also, because at the time of personal selling the salesman can get the important information from the buyers. Flexibility, I told you earlier, advertising is not flexible. The language, the message we cannot change, but personal selling is highly flexible. We can change or adjust the method. Then time, advertising can cover the market in a short time. Personal selling will be making a time, taking a time. Why? Because in personal selling, one by one customer is tried to reach. Then role, advertising is more useful in creating and building image. Personal selling plays important role at the awareness stage of the decision making. Means advertising make the customer to go to the market to buy the product, and personal selling then try to convince the customer when he has come to the market, convinced by the advertising. At that time when he is going to actually take the decision about whether to buy or not, at that time personal salesman plays an important role at the time of the decision making. So suitability, advertising is more suitable and more useful in marketing to the ultimate customers. So wherever the customers are very much large, then advertising is good. And suppose the local market, you can see that the small shops are there, sole proprietorship shops are there, like grocery shops and other shops, or the ready-made garment stores. So they are not doing the much level advertisements, they are just depending on their sales force. So when the customers are very few, in that case personal salesman is can be more helpful in selling products to the industrial buyers. Industrial buyers, like the products which are bought by the industries, like if I'm talking about the leather is an industrial product, not the consumer product. So if your company is manufacturing leather, then there is no need to advertise that leather. Why? Because the number of consumers of leather are very less. So leather can be purchased only by the industries, because by using those leather they will be making Leather products, bags, purses, wallets, belts, school bags, college bags, and many other things, luggage bags, they will be making it. So the products which are produced by leather are advertised as well as personal selling is done. But when only the leather, we are talking about the leather, then there is no need of advertising because the number of consumer of leather are very few. So in that case, you can use the personal selling, or you can appoint agents who are visiting to the leather products manufacturing companies and personally trying to convince them to buy their product. So these are the two parts. Third part is sales promotion. Sales promotion refers, so now students may confused in between promotion mix and sales promotion, because in all three elements promotion word is there. So promotion means all the tools. Promotion means not the tool, sorry. Promotion means information and creating awareness and persuasion. And promotion mix was the combination of all the promotional tools. And sales promotion is the part of promotion mix. So this year, this topic has been also reduced. Only the meaning you have to do. Earlier, it was also a long topic. Many techniques we were studying in the promotion mix. Now the techniques are not in your course, but in your project work. You have to use the techniques. So I'll be also explaining some techniques here. So you have to listen those techniques keeping in mind your project work, because theoretically techniques will not be asked in board exam, but practically while making your project you have to use the techniques of promotion. Okay, so sales promotion means refers to short term incentives which are designed to encourage the buyers to make immediate purchase of a product or services. First important thing about sales promotion, these are the short term incentives. Short term means they are not on regular basis. They are offered occasionally on a particular on a particular, we can say, occasion, like on Diwali. Everyone, especially the electronic manufacturing companies, electronic product manufacturing companies, are giving the different offers on their product, mobile phone, laptops, TV, computers. On each and everything, we can get the offers on Diwali. And suppose in malls, different showrooms are there. So discounts are there, but not for the whole year. They are offering the discounts at some times like Diwali, winter sale. When the winter season is off, then they are bringing winter sale. Heavy discounts are offered, summer sale, spring sale, and on different occasions they are 15 August, 26 January. At all these occasions, they are giving the discount. So these are the short-term incentives. Short-term incentives means which are offered only for a short period, just for a week, 10 days, just for 2 days, which are designed to encourage the buyers to make immediate purchase. And these incentives are so much powerful that they are encouraging the consumer to buy the immediate product, immediately buy the product. It means they are just boosting up the sale of the product. You can see that when there are no discounts, malls are empty. But when there is a season of discount, everyone try to rush to the mall to buy the product. It means discount, offering of discount has given a boost to their sale. So these includes all promotional efforts. So now you can write the sales promotion techniques which you are going to use in your product, because they are not given in book. So for doing the sales promotion, the sellers are following different techniques. What are those techniques? Just write the name. Discount, you all know this, reduction in the price like 10%, 15%. Then discount is of two type. One is the only discount, and second is the quantity discount. In quantity discount, what the sellers does, they say like more quantity can be offered at the same price, like 10% extra, 33% extra. It is written on the bottles of shampoo, shaving creams, fairness cream, and all these products, and on the other FMCG products. Sometime on the package of the product, this scheme is mentioned 33% extra, 10% extra. So this is the quantity discount. It means in the same price, at the same price, you are offering more quantity. Second quantity discount is like you are giving buy one, get one free. So it means you are going to pay only for one, and other product you will be having free of cost. Buy three, get one free. So this can be also the quantity discount. So quantity discount can be given in two form, in percentage form and in Absolute product form like buy 3 get 1 free, buy 5 get 2